अला ज़ालिका मिन शाहिदीन व शाकिरीन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन। ये उसका पहला बाब है और दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट section of Bukhari Sharif. Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, his name was Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Ismail bin Ibrahim. He was born in the year 194 and he died in the year 256. He was blind by birth, he was unable to see, but the overwhelming love his mother had for him and her continuous supplication in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, she experienced a dream in which Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam informed her that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless her son Bukhari with the sight, and at the age of 10 he regained his sight. And Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, he was quite drawn to the narrations, the ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he accompanied his father to the Makkah, and there he started to revise and to memorize the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, Allamah Badruddin Aini, who is a commentator of Bukhari Sharif, he has written a book by the name of Umdatul Qari Sharaf Bukhari. In this he writes that Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, when he starts a section in Bukhari, it is broken down in Kitab, Fasl and Bab. So he starts with the Bab, like I have explained to you, Babu Kaifa Kana Badul Vayyi ila Rasulullah. So this Bab is a chapter. Whenever he starts a chapter in Bukhari, he tries to attach a ayat of the Quran Majid Furqan Hamid with the Bab, so that all of the information, all of the hadiths that are included in this Bab, the ayat of the Quran Majid serves as a heading. So if they come under all of this, all the universals come under the ayat of the Quran Majid Furqan Hamid. Here, Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, he says, Babu Kaifa Kana Badul Vayyi ila Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. First he explains, he says how divine inspiration started, yani how the revelation started to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, started to reveal to Allah's messengers. How did the revelation start to reveal to the messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And he produces an ayat, he says, Qawlullahi azza wa jal, Inna awhayna ilayka, kama awhayna ila nuhi wal nabiyyina min ba'dihi. This is the ayat of Surah Nisa, and it says in this ayat, and the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, indeed we have inspired you. We have inspired you as we inspired Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam and the prophets before him. Daniel, can you put the board here? This is some of the divisions that one of my students had wrote down, Maulana Mustafa. So this will serve as, because it is being recorded, and the students will learn and they will try to understand, they will understand the divisions of certain things. And inshallah every week I will try to bring my board so that when you listen to this hadith, you understand that, and there is a picture in your mind of what is on the board, and it sticks, so it will help you to understand. So this is the Quranic ayat of Surah Nisa, which is 163 ayat number, and it says, it starts with Inna awhayna ilayka kama awhayna ila Nuhin. He says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals, indeed we have inspired you as we inspired Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam. So all of the prophets before him, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam's hadith hasn't started yet. This is just the introduction, and it says that how the revelation started, how the way started. And it says that Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam is mentioned here, that that the revelation started with Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. But we know that before Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam, there were previous prophets. For example, Hazrat Adam alayhi salatu salam was a prophet before Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. Hazrat Idris alayhi salatu salam was prior to Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. So why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mention in this Quranic ayat that the revelation starts with Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam? This is a question to everybody to understand. And the reason for this is that the attachment is wa nabiyina min ba'dihim, and this is a waw atifa. It means that it connects. This is a very similar to the one of Nuh alayhi salam. So this is a conjunction. It is an attachment. So that like Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam was revealed upon, the rest of the prophets that came after him, they were revealed upon in the same way. But the question here is that why was Adam alayhi salatu salam not mentioned? Although we understand that he was the first prophet sent to the nation. The nation started with Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. And the answer to this, my brothers and sisters in Islam, would be that Hazrat Adam alayhi salatu salam was the father of mankind. But Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam, he was a personality, a great personality, a prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who lived for 950 years plus, and he supplicated in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after continuously preaching to the nations to accept his message and to be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when they refused to listen, he supplicated and he asked for their destruction. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Noachian flood, and the whole humanity was wiped out. There was no humans left except for the ones that boarded the ark of Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam. And the exegetical commentators say about this ayat, they say that how many persons was on the ark of Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. And some say that there was 80, some say there was 100, but some say that there was Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam, his son Ham, Sam and Yafas, 3 of his sons and their wives. So one was Hazrat Nuh and his 3 sons and their wives, so this became 8. And they say that it was only, the survivors were only 8, but the ones that boarded the ark of Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam, they were 80 in number. And their opinion is, the exegetical commentators, their opinion is that when Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam's ark, it touched land, only these 8 persons were the ones that survived. After they had unboarded the ark, they died. And so the nation started with 8 personalities, 3 in fact, because they were the children of Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. So for this reason, Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam serves as a second father of the nations. So this, therefore, we are all Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam's children, and we belong to the family of Nuh alayhi salam in the form of the 3 sons. And so directly or indirectly, we are all his children. And this is the reason that when it is considered that when the revelation came to Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam, the revelation started from Nuh alayhi salatu salam, and all of the prophetic society, they were revealed like Hazrat Nuh alayhi salatu salam was revealed. Now, a revelation is a divine revelation is the title on the board, and then it is divided into 3 sections. The first section is the direct revelation, meaning the Qadim Kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the example of this is that Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu salam, he experienced the dialogue of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the mountain of Tur. This is the first example. So this is one form of revelation. The another form of revelation is when the Archangel Jibreel alayhi salatu salam conveys a message to a prophet. This is the second form. And the third form is when a message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is when a person is inspired and the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it goes into the heart and the mind of a Nabi. This is the third category of revelation. Further, it says that there is subsections, that the first type of revelation from these 3 are a good vision. Like we see Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he experienced many nice dreams, good visions, and then they became reality. He saw signs, and then they became reality. And this is well documented that Hazrat Khadijatul Kubra, when she was informed by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Rasulullah says that I see visions, and she says, verily I believe that you are a prophet. This was the question. Brothers and sisters in Islam, the question is that Rasulullah, it does not mean that Rasulullah was unaware, or he was not comfortable, or he didn't understand the message. This was merely to show the rest of the nations to come that Hazrat Khadijatul Kubra's status in society, that she accepted the message of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with open arms, and this was her piety, her status in Islam. So this was just to elucidate her status. And this is the reason that this occasion went about. It was not that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't understand the visions or didn't understand the experience that he had. It was just to reinforce the idea that she was superior than the rest of the nation. The second one was when a divine inspiration enters the heart. When a divine inspiration enters the heart of somebody. This is the second category. It is on the board as well. The third one is a ringing sound. A revelation comes by a ringing sound. When a ringing sound is heard, a prophet understands and interprets this message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The fourth is when the archangel Jibreel alayhi salam comes in the form of a human being. Like we know from a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam that the archangel used to come in the form of Hazrat Dariya Kalbi. And so he came in the form of a human, and he would convey the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The next category of this is when Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam would convey the message in his natural form. And we know from on the night of Ascension that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he saw Jibreel alayhi salam in his natural self on Sidratul Muntaha. And this was an experience for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And he conveyed the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And the sixth part of revelation, the type of revelation, is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals upon a prophet without a veil. So there is no veils between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and a prophet. And this example can be with Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, that when he heard the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly himself. And on the night of Ascension, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam dialogued with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without any veils. And the seventh type, the seventh form of revelation is when Hazrat Israfil alayhi salatu wasalam reveals the revelation to a prophet. So these are the 7 divisions of revelation. You see, literally, revelation means, it can mean news, but it can mean news conveyed to somebody secretly. This is the definition. This is the literal meaning of wahi. And the other technical meaning terms of wahi means divine words that are revealed to Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the technical meaning of wahi. And you see here, it says that there is a word, this is especially for the students, this is a word, كَيْفَ كَانَ بَدْءُ الْوَيْءِ. If you say Bad'ul Wayn, Bad'u would mean beginning. So how the revelation began. And some of the books you will see that if the English translation would be that the word manifestation would be used. And how do we come to that conclusion? We come to the conclusion that if the dal of Bad'u would be a dhamma, and the waw would not have a hamza, and it would be a mushaddad, then this would be Badu, and then that would mean the manifestation, meaning when it was explained to the nation, when they knew about the revelation. So what this would mean was the revelation started a long time ago, but this was not comprehensible by the society. So when they were able to comprehend this is the beginning of wahi. So this is 2 technical terms that I have explained to you. And inshallah, next time on next Friday, I will start with the first hadith. and I will explain to you
MashaAllah.
the Asma al-Rijal, the personalities that narrated the hadith, the chains of authority, meaning the sanad of hadith. I will explain to you all of these personalities, who they were, when they were born, what was their character like, and then we will talk about the hadith itself. And I would like to finish here today because this is the first day of the Dars of Bukhari Sharif, and I don't want to make it very lengthy, very technical, so that you are not able to comprehend it. And this is the first step of Wahi, and there is a lot of information that I give, because my main focus today is, with this Dars Bukhari, is my students. And I know that what capacity they are in. So therefore, I will finish with this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to understand the perfect characters of Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and